everyone. So I was really struggling with what to do for the first official video, and I thought about doing a Q&A as I've only done one before and it seemed to go down really well. I was really shocked the amount of questions I got sent actually, which is a lovely surprise. So I hope these answer the questions that you've been thinking of. I think people were a bit sort of wary about whether it was strictly Sprinkle of Courage questions they were allowed to ask, or if they were allowed to adventure out and get to know me better. So I got a mixed few, and I honestly didn't mind because I know that we're all very honest in this group. So if people want to get to know me more, then that's great, and I'm fine answering. But if people want questions about the Sprinkle of Courage, I'm happily to answer them too. What is your favourite colour? Now, I'm pretty sure you lot have probably guessed it. But if you haven't already, and this question came up quite a lot, it's blue. I love the colour blue. More like towards the light blue end of the scale, but I love the colour blue. Anything blue, I'm in love with it. This one was, what's SOC's official birthday? And then I realised that SOC meant Sprinkle of Courage, which I quite like it abbreviated. So SOC. Sock. It's quite a good one. I had to go back for a while actually because I could not fathom out when it sort of, I did an official sort of thing, like created the official first like page of it all, and it became sort of like a thing. And I know YouTube was like a month or so after, maybe a month, 2 months after the actual group. So I couldn't use the YouTube first video posted. So I had to go back to the first time I ever posted on the Twitter page, which was the first page I ever created. But I found it. I had to dig through emails and posts, but I found it, and it is the 10th of the 4th, 2014. So it's the 10th of April 2014 is the official birthday of SOC. So maybe when it's the 10th of April we can do something for its first birthday. Now I got this question a lot, and it was, how am I? Which made me really smile because I've had a bit of a rough few weeks and I'm doing okay. I still feel really rubbish. I've still got like the flu-y crap, but I have my voice at the minute because I haven't really talked a lot, so I have a voice for the video, which is what I was aiming for. So if it starts going near the end, I apologise for that, but it was really nice to hear from that. And also I'm not feeling too good today, but guys, remember that I also have a physical illness as well as the mental illness, so sometimes the physical illness is gonna overshadow more than usual. So these past few days it's been playing up quite a lot and I've been in a lot of pain, but I'm powering through, and that's all that matters. But thank you so much for your concern. It really did make me smile. Why do you think people trust you? And I was sort of, it took me by surprise because it's something I think about at the beginning of the group. I really thought about it because if I read a stranger's blog or saw a stranger's YouTube video talking about this a group for people with mental illness, I think I'd be like, yeah, whatever, and skip past it. So I was really sort of shocked, and it took me, I thought about this for a long time, and I think I've sort of come up with it, sort of an answer, and I asked around a bit, and those sort to be the similar pattern of what happened in people's heads. But it could be different for you because everyone has a different thought process. When I did the blogs, because I started the blogs first before the vlogs, the way I just wrote made sense to a lot of people that you couldn't fake. The sort of pain that was you could easily feel and see in the writing couldn't be faked, so they knew I was sort of had an idea. And the blogs were sort of always around a question or like mental illness is like her. So it wasn't really personal. And then I got quite a nice good following from the blogs. And then when I got asked to do videos on YouTube, I was sort of skeptical, but I did it. And I think the group grew from that, and people trusted me more because they saw that I was just an ordinary person. I wasn't someone who's out for something. I was just an ordinary person with a mental illness who was just as lost as they were, and was just trying to find their way, and was trying to make awareness out there while on the journey. And to be honest, I find it really weird, the thought that someone would want to fake having a mental illness, especially when people with mental illness often try as hard as they can to fake it to themselves that they don't have it. So I don't know why anyone would want one. But I think that's sort of why people trusted me more when I did the vlogs, and the group started to grow a lot more. It's because they saw that I was just like them. I was an ordinary person. Nothing special was about me that made me into this. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just looking for advice and help, and I was just generally wanting to help people. And that's how the group grew. I think that's why people started to trust me, because they just saw that I was just like them. I was totally lost and was just trying to make awareness out there. So that's sort of what other people were saying, and that's what I sort of think happened. So if it's a different reason for you, I would love to hear it. But I think that's why sort of quite a lot of people were really keen for me to do YouTube videos, because you can't really lie to a camera when you're talking about a serious illness. I mean, a few times on these videos I've choked up and had tears in my eyes, and you wouldn't do that. It's a very serious thing, and I think people noticed that, and I think that's why they started to trust me. A few of you wanted to know if I had any pets, and yes, I have quite a few. And as you can often hear in the background, you can hear like pitter pattering in the background, or the table shaking where I rest the iPad. It's because my dog Echo always seems to choose the moment I start filming to start messing around and walking around and misbehaving. So yes, I have a dog named Echo, and he's the cutest little thing. I also have a hamster called Scribble. She's purely mine. And then 2 goldfish called Bob and Scraps. So they make up our little household of pets. Now this question was a bit of a thinker as well, and the question was, are you enjoying SOC, S-O-C, Sprinkle of Courage? And they specifically asked me to think deeply about this. And I did. I thought for a while, and I am. Even though sometimes it can be stressful trying to think of new video ideas. You know, when I'm feeling really rough, either like physically ill or just having a really bad day, and I know I need to film a video, and sometimes it can be really stressful like that. But it's also very, very therapeutic talking to other people who are in the exact same boat as you, and swapping advice, and knowing that you're getting awareness out fills you with some hope and some good, that you know that everything you're doing to do with this group is helping other people, and is making other people aware of how serious mental illness is. And it's also quite a lot of fun to come up with wacky ideas for blogs, like mental illness is like a puddle. That was just insane, but you lot seem to love it. And I am having really good fun watching the group grow and grow, and coming up with wacky ideas, and talking to so many people about their issues, and sharing my issues, and just generally getting to know that you're not alone out there, that there's hundreds of people just like you in the same boat, feeling lost and scared. And it's just been an absolute pleasure to sort of be the creator of this group, and to help it sort of sail on its way, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Now, this question was favourite playlist at the minute, and anyone who has watched the videos from the beginning of time and read the blogs will know that my favourite playlist does not change at all. It will always be Glee. Glee saved me. As you all know, the suicide story, Glee saved me then, and it continues to save me now. And the music either calms me, and they have really some good inspiring songs, but they also have some really happy and songs you can just shout out loud and sing along to. It's just a mixture of songs, and it's just my favourite playlist. Now this one was a bit of a weird one too. It said, do you consider yourself an internet sensation? And my answer is no, undoubtedly no. Because one, I am not an internet sensation. The group is not an internet sensation. I'm not in it for the fame or anything like the fame that comes with having a good following on Facebook or YouTube. This isn't what the group's about. To be honest, I was completely shocked. I remember when the group had 8 people, and to me that was achievement, because if you think about it, this was just an idea in my head, and then to create a group for it was just, I just kept thinking no one's going to have it. Then when it got to 8 and it sort of stayed at 8, I was like, I'm happy with that. You know, there's 8 people plus me, so 9 altogether, talking and sharing, and plus I had some people on the blog that I was talking to, so I was incredibly happy with those 8 people and the people who followed my blog, and I was happy for it to always stay like that. And I remember when it started going up, and I remember when it reached like 50, and I was like, okay, it can't get better than this. And then when it reached 100, and I'm pretty sure I kept like refreshing the page to make sure my phone hadn't broken or my laptop hadn't broken, and I was like, right, that's it, official, nothing's gonna get better than this, none whatsoever. And every time it went up by like 5 or 10, I kept thinking, I was like, maybe there's like a malfunction. Why would so many people interested in this little group that I created? It just doesn't make sense. And then I remember when it got to 1,000, I'm pretty sure I had nearly had a heart attack. I remember screaming and just completely confused as to why so many people were listening to my advice and sharing their stories and helping getting awareness out. It was completely blindsided, and it's amazing to see that this tiny little idea that I thought was stupid and that no one even would even care about has now got 2,000 and more following. It's just absolutely incredible. So now I don't think I'm an internet sensation, and I don't think I'll ever be an internet sensation. The last question is, do you still get nervous when filming a video? And yes, well actually I get nervous even when I write a blog out or before I post a post on like Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. I don't know, especially before a video, because it's my face and I've sort of sat down and done it. But yeah, I get incredibly nervous, and even when I'm before filming the video I feel physically sick, and I do, like, it takes a while to move to film a video. I always sort of have to stop it and cut out the bits where I blabble and go I still get incredibly nervous. But it's also very sort of thrilling when you see that people, and I get feedback from people who have found the video useful and have liked the video and is helping them. That's when I sort of feel like the nerves is worth it, because if it's helping other people, then me feeling nervous is fine. You know, I don't think I'll ever probably not feel nervous, maybe after I've done it a lot longer and my confidence has gone up. But I'm fine with feeling nervous if it means that I'm helping people and getting awareness out. So I know that was only a small bunch of questions, but I did not want to give you a super long video. But if you want to keep sending me your questions, I may do another Q&A. I hope you've had a lovely week, and I hope you have some more happiness in the next week coming. I will see you soon, but just remember the group is always here for you if you need it. Bye.